Good morning. Our headlines today. The environment watchdog is accused of failing to investigate serious pollution incidents in England, according to leaked documents seen by the BBC.
Save the suppliers. The government's looking at ways to support firms who supply Jaguar Land Rover after a cyber attack shut down the carmaker's production line.
Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham says Labour MPs are urging him to challenge Sir Keir Starmer for leadership of the party.
Under siege, we have a special investigation into young people committing antisocial behaviour. We'll ask what can be done to bring it under control.
What we need to be doing is also putting the parents more on the record for some of this stuff too. So perhaps some change in legislation that does make parents much more accountable.
Good morning. Would you know how to help a colleague having a medical emergency? New research suggests there's a shortage of first aiders in the workplace. I'll have all the details and a remarkable life-saving story.
Good morning. The weather today for most of us is going to be settled with sunny spells, albeit hazy at times in the southeast, and we've got some rain coming our way this weekend.
Let's take a look at the front of today's newspapers. The Daily Telegraph's front page features an interview with Andy Burnham, the Labour Mayor of Greater Manchester. MPs want me to oust Starmer is their headline. Mr Burnham has said that multiple members of his party have asked him to consider challenging the Prime Minister.
Meanwhile, The Guardian reports that Sir Keir Starmer is gambling on new levelling up funding to tackle the rise of reform. Deprived areas of the UK are set to get millions of pounds to spend on regeneration in what the paper describes as an attempt to address anger about Britain's broken communities.
And The Times reporting that there is mounting pressure on the Prime Minister to lift the two-child benefit cap. It says the Child Poverty Task Force, that's made up of ministers and civil servants, will recommend lifting the cap before November's budget. How are you at holding a conversation in the pub when it's really loud?
Yeah, probably not good. It's quite difficult, isn't it?
A lot of hand gestures.
A lot of hand gestures.
Kind of murmuring.
Yes.
Well, apparently...
Why?
Well, you're not very intelligent then, apparently.
OK.
No
right.
offence. But there's a new bit of research that's been done that said if you can have a good conversation in the pub, it's a sign of high IQ.
OK.
And it says your brain can process all the background noise much better and you can then focus in on that conversation that you're trying to have across the table. I mean, I should say it's not a very scientific poll because they only asked 49 people. But nonetheless, it's people aged between 13 and 47 that had normal hearing. They listened to a speaker's voice while it's really loud around. And if you could hear these two, what's going on and the conversation at the table, it said you were very intelligent.
OK, are you very intelligent?
Well, I think we have to listen to a lot in our ear from our
Yeah.
control room and our directors and producers. I think that's definitely a sign that we're really intelligent.
OK. There's an interesting story in The
Whether
Guardian.
we do that successfully, I don't know.
There's an interesting story in The Guardian about how people live a long life. And so one of the world's oldest person died recently. She was 117, a Spanish lady called Maria Brañas Morera. And she gave over her body, thank you, she gave over her body for them to study, to work out how she lived as long as she could. And I think the headlines are, a lot of it was down to genetics. So there's things in her body which doesn't help the rest of us because it's genetics or not. But they also do say that she also wasn't overweight. She ate a lot of yoghurt. She didn't smoke, didn't drink. She had a great social life with family nearby as well. So...
That's quite the tick list, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's how you live to be 117. You have really good genetics and a really good lifestyle and lots of friends.
I don't know if I'd want to live to 117. Would you?
I don't know. Yeah, but
maybe. Maybe I suppose give yourself the option. It might not be a choice.
So,
Let's do all the right things and then at least you
yogurt.
have a choice.
Yeah.
Tonight at 6, every adult in the UK will have to have a government-issued digital ID. The Prime Minister will announce the plans tomorrow. He hopes the new ID will cut illegal migration. Also tonight is the Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, trying to oust the Prime Minister.
I was asked a direct question by a journalist and I gave an honest answer.
Hackers target a nursery chain. They say they've stolen photos, names and addresses of 8,000 children and their parents. Former French President Sarkozy leaves court with his wife Carla Bruni after being told he's going to jail for 5 years. The teenagers with no fear of the police wreaking havoc on a high street. We have a special report. And the Oasis effect. Ticketmaster promises to be more transparent on pricing. And coming up, the 2 Scottish soldiers missing in action for more than 100 years who have been finally buried today.
The dramatic plans to revive our high street and communities, including a clampdown on betting shops and vape stores. While a children's wheelchair charity has had to close its waiting list. Ticketmaster's told to change its systems following the backlash of the Oasis tickets fiasco.
Lucy, you have the other one. Come on, I insist.
Helena Bonham Carter's delicate laced dress in a room with a view goes on display amongst other famous frocks.